Mhm.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Another fucking episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk. Highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host, JP.
Hey, yo.
With me, as always, well, maybe not always on this show, but helping fill in. It also when until Kate gets in as well. The younger brother of me, and
Here we go. Money talk.
please, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the show, CJP.
Suck my dick.
What's what's going on, bro? So
Fucking raining. What's going on?
say what?
It's fucking raining, and this thing is fucking looking at me.
She wants to go outside.
Well, I mean, it's fucking raining, and you're not a water dog like that. You got webbed feet, but
Your Celtics, man.
what's up, man?
With sweet, moving on to the next round. How you feeling?
As expected.
I had a conversation with Mizzle and Dub yesterday.
Mhm.
A little bit about it. Shout out to Mizzle and Dub having their 200th episode last night. It was fun to be a part of that. Saying that, is this the easiest road to the do the Celtics have the easiest road? And the only thing that I have really pushback on that type of question is, to be fair, the one seed always has the easiest road.
Yeah.
They always,
Especially when the bottom seed fucking manages to fucking push through to the next fucking round.
yeah. So I looked at that and I was like, was it the easiest road comparative to everybody else? Maybe. But
Fucking road trip. Holy shit.
say what?
Mavs got a fucking man.
I was gonna say, I'm like, they came out of nowhere. I was not expecting them to put this kind of a fight.
Well, I mean,
OKC.
they look old against a team like OKC. I'm not gonna lie, they look old.
Because they are old compared to a team like OKC.
I know, but it's still cool to see Uncle Drew out there, just like still putting it down. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that man's he's like, first half, he's like, I'm gonna try and facilitate, make sure Luka gets his shit. But Luka's been playing like shit lately. I'm not gonna lie to you. Which is, I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, I think the Mavs are gonna have probably the toughest road, no matter what.
Being the 5 seed, that is kind of, historically speaking, 5 seeds have always been kind of a tough play for the whole thing. Hold on, let me get Senor Country K in here. The 6'10" beast from the southeast, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Country K.
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Mr. Foster, we were talking a little bit about the Celtics and the Mavs and stuff like that. This playoff series and stuff for the NBA. What have you been seeing? Is there anything about what's been going on that's grabbed your attention? If not, what needs to be done?
Uh, Firstly, morning. This is the
Morning, sir.
old adage, the bull of the duck and the duck. The two of you guys. This is crazy. Got it. But no, I don't think the Celtics are playing the Mavericks because the Mavericks is in the West and the Celtics in the East.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics just finished off. They just um Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the kind of throwing you off with that. I think they just finished off the Pacers the other night.
No, they're still 3-2 with the Pacers.
Oh no, they beat
They got one more
Cleveland.
game.
Hold on, where are you at? Because they just finished off Cleveland last night.
Yeah.
The Celtics, yeah. I thought
Yeah.
you just said
I
the.
don't know who's moved. If the Pacers are moving on or I'm
No,
not sure.
they still got one more game with the
Okay.
Pacers.
Okay.
Oh.
The Pacers and who?
Um,
Irrelevant. Okay. Okay. So the Celtics
Okay,
will be
yeah, I had got it.
in the finals. Um,
I completely blanked out on who's playing
a
the Pacers.
big. I think the story though is the Timberwolves taking it to the fucking Nuggets though.
Yeah, but the Nuggets, they were down 2-0 and now they're up 3-2.
Anthony Edwards will not
1-3-6.
gonna be.
Say
Yo,
what, Ken?
honestly, the MVP voting for the NBA is a crock of shit.
And why do you say that, sir?
I don't understand how Shea Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't take an MVP here.
Don't understand it either, my
I
friend.
guess
Yuri,
he's too young. I guess.
it's not that.
The Knicks are playing the Pacers. That's why it's irrelevant.
Oh. Jalen Brunson. Okay.
My guess is the reason why.
We're gonna have to fix that connection.
All right, my bad.
Wi-Fi.
It sounds a
My
little
bad.
mumbled.
I'm back yet.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So yeah, no, my guess is the reason why they gave it to Jokic and not Shea. Just simply because they're giving Chet Holmgren a lot of fucking credit. You get what I'm saying? Like the team that he's, the players that's on that team, he's giving them more credit. For the league, I'm sorry. The league is probably giving them more credit because they're like, you can visibly see what Jokic is doing on the floor, even when Jamal Murray goes down, all of that stuff. And it's like, that's not entirely true because Shea had to do it last year without Chet. You know what I'm saying? And then he had Chet this season. Like, you see the improvement. Jokic really, honestly, this is not like his best set of stats that he got for the MVPs because this is like his third one. So it's like out of the three, this is like his worst year. So, like, why would you make it seem like, you know what I mean?
Mizzle.
Like the whole league and the fandom and all of that stuff kind of agrees, like what Caleb said, like this full of shit.
100%. It should have been. But Mizzle made a point last night to say he thinks the NBA basically gave it to Jokic as we should have given it to you last year, but we didn't. So we're making it up by doing it this year.
The makeup, I mean, that's fine.
That is horse shit.
Yeah,
that is absolute horse shit.
I agree.
That's fucking
I agree because
bullshit.
last year they gave it to Embiid when people think they should have given it to Jokic, and the
Well,
year
no, they gave
before
it to Embiid because
the year
prime.
before they gave it to Jokic when people said they should have given it to Embiid. So they
Oh.
kind of did like a makeup thing for this entire time, these last 3 years.
So what? Our true MVP is 3 years behind?
Nah,
What the
don't.
fuck is that?
That's a valid question. That's a valid question, but Embiid earned that bitch last year. I don't give a fuck what
Oh,
nobody.
I agree.
Not
And
with
this
Joker
year,
playing.
honestly, if the
Honestly,
goddamn have an ailment.
any other year, yeah, I understand. But what Joker fucking did last year, and
No.
for him not to fucking win it, like Joker had just as good of a season, if not better.
Mm.
That's why he was right
Won a
there.
championship too.
Won an NBA championship.
I feel that.
You
With
know,
the Denver fucking Nuggets.
but that's what I'm saying, bro. Any
Got-
other year, yeah, Joel Embiid, totally fine, cool with that. But not
Nah.
when Joker puts up a season like that, bro.
Got
Like
a
that's
quick question
crazy.
for you. Give me a quick thoughts on James Harden.
James Harden,
Mm-hmm.
old and soft.
Okay, so Joel Embiid had him when he won the MVP that year. That's the guy that was on his team. He had him and a bunch of fucking goddamn people that hasn't flourished. Tyrese Maxey didn't become himself yet.
I was about
Yeah,
to say Maxey was still kind of coming into his own at that
Yeah,
point.
he wasn't himself how he is now. He wasn't that guy. So
and the Nuggets have. I don't
the
care what
whole-
anybody says. The Nuggets have a super team. I don't give a fuck what people say.
I agree with that.
I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, like,
what makes you say that? What makes you say that though?
I'm
They
just
got three
the
10-foot.
names on the list, bro. Just look at the list.
Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Jokovic.
Yeah,
No,
Or Jokic. Sorry.
You're forgetting that guy, Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr.
But yeah, it's that, and then also the fact that, I mean, for Joker to be on that kind of a super team and still stand out the way he did, and really just kind of carry the fucking team the way he did.
What can somebody look?
I think I know what it is.
I want to like make this very clear. Skill wise, passing, shoot, like everything that he's done, he's extremely good player.
I have never seen somebody shoot from the back of their fucking neck, and it goes in as consistently as it does for that man. I don't understand. And even LeBron was like, "What the fuck do you want me to do, bro?" He's throwing it from behind his back. Like, how can I block that?
He makes it look like hard work and determination doesn't matter. He plays so lazy. He plays like he doesn't want to be there. He's stated I just want this shit over with so I can go home with my horses. Like that's the thing. He doesn't care about the NBA like that. This is a recreational hobby to him.
No, I can't fully agree with that. I will say this. He doesn't play to the same speed as everybody else, but I'm not going to say he plays lazy.
Yeah.
I should say optically it looks lazy.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to fast break offense.
100%.
100%. The Warriors has been doing that the last 7 years. And then you had LeBron doing that shit in Miami for 4 years. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, we literally been accustomed to fast break offense for like almost the last 20 years.
We haven't seen a whole lot of teams that like to settle it the fuck down and just run their offense. You know,
not in a long time.
Not since Duncan and the Spurs. Yeah.
No, everybody loves to see
this average Joe ass 7-footer.
Yeah.
In the whole fucking league, it's like give him. That's what I feel like is happening. Honestly, to answer your question.
Yeah. I get tired of they're basically sorry trophies. I can't fucking stand it. Like
Ohio gold standard.
You know,
fucking Ohio, their participation trophy bullshit.
I don't understand how they can literally just and the voting is so fucking stupid. It's not even fucking close. Like
I think it's more of a popularity contest than it should be.
I don't even think it's a popularity contest. I think it's just who do we know? Okay, we really know Jokic. We don't really know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that definitely showed in the voting. How does
what do you mean? What do you mean we don't really know? Like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been.
No, what Caleb is saying is we haven't known him into a spotlight for that long.
That's what I'm saying.
We haven't had a really good I understood what he meant. So Jokic has been in the spotlight for a long time.
For 3 or 4 years, 5 years that he's been in the spotlight the way he has been. And they just fucking sit there. It feels like we're getting fucked, and it honestly, we should just not even fucking hand this trophy out until after the fucking season. Let's be honest. Like
I had always wondered about that. Like, why do we give MVPs and stuff like that before the season's even over?
It's a regular season award, so they have to give it out.
So they need to give that out before playoffs start.
I agree. Like
not
the last
in the
game
middle of
the
fucking
shit.
round of the playoffs where we're gonna announce, MVP. No, that shit needs to happen right the fuck.
Because people very much have a "what have you done for me lately" type of mindset. So if they're seeing you in the playoffs kind of fucking it off, even though the regular season if you win the MVP and you haven't done shit in the playoffs, people are gonna be like, well, what the hell is this all about? So I do agree, like right when the regular season ends, before the playoffs happen, give your regular season awards and go from there.
With all pro teams and all that stuff, the first teams, all stars, all that stuff, that needs to come out.
Oh, you think they're gonna do away with those?
No.
No.
Because
there's talks of the NFL going away from the game completely. Like a game, like they'll just do like skills challenges and shit, but like the actual game, they're going away from it.
But so they're completely fucking different sports. Okay. Yeah. How many fucking seasons in a row did we have Pro Bowlers go down in the fucking Pro Bowl because guys like Sean Taylor, existed? It's not. And then on top of that, people go to the All-Star game for the NBA to watch and see 150 fucking points flying up on the goddamn scoreboard. 300 points, 250.
I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if that's true.
Well, no.
And the reason why I say I don't think that's true is because this last All-Star game, both teams had over 150 points, and everyone was pissed because there was no fucking defense.
No, so what Caleb is saying is what people want to see, not what the product is.
The high, the crazy lobs, the fun dunks, all that. They want that.
Yeah.
Football, on the other hand, defense is way too big of a component in football to just not do it. You know what I mean? It's not like the NBA where you have guys playing both ways that, they transition, they do all of these other things, they fast break, they, all of that. With football, it's completely different. Defense is completely fucking different. It's too big a part of the game. We watch football to see the big fucking hits and the crazy fucking touchdowns, right? We don't go to football just to watch, two offenses score 785 points, right? Like,
that would be wild though.
And that's what it's fucking turning into. And the fact that now we have a fucking flag football game, a literal flag fucking football game. I can totally understand why the NFL is like, maybe we don't need this. But if they do that, then they need to add an extra bye week.
Which I think that's the process of what they're acting, because Roger Goodell has talked about he wants to add another week of football. He wants to add 18 weeks.
At the same time, he wants to add another week, but he's not trying to fucking give another bye week because he's trying to.
No, that bye week will take place of what the Pro Bowl would have been.
But like
they were talking about it in the sense of
like a fall break.
They were going to add another week. The Pro Bowl was going to get taken out. They would have skills challenges in the flag football game or whatever after the season, like after the Super Bowl, because they're tired of the points and times like you have Pro Bowlers who don't show up to the Pro Bowl because they're playing the Super Bowl the next week.
Right.
Yeah, they want all the big names and stuff like that to be there, so they're going to have all the Pro Bowlers and stuff come out after the Super Bowl is already done with. But again, it's just going to be a skills challenge thing because again, nobody's really.
And even the skill challenge, nobody fucking watches that.
The thing about all-star games is that, especially in football, you got players who don't want to get hurt. Going into next season, there's no really incentive to play. No. There's not like, oh, if a team wins, this is what you get type of thing.
No contract.
Yeah, that and the fucking games and shit they have is trash. like the shit they used to have back in the day, like for football, for instance, they used to have fuckers race. Like they have footage of
the 40-yard dashes.
green and first thing
Yeah, we
walking
should
race.
have those. Bring
So
that back.
like they should have like races and different things. Like when Marshall Falk came on episode 15, talking
well,
about they had
and then
the
here's
football, which is
the
cool, but
Hold
it's
on,
like
Caleb. Hold on.
the way they presented it and the way they framed it was different to now.
yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
But here's the give and take on that though. Even those skills challenges, the guys were going 100%, 200%. You know, they were still fucking out there like trying. Today's skill challenges, ain't nobody trying out there.
Yeah, because it's trash. That's what I'm saying to you.
Hey, but like, even if we did go back to the 40s and do all the race and the old fucking challenges that they used to do and all of that,
We're talking the 80s, dude. It's not that far back. I know.
it's not gonna fuck.
80s, 90s.
It's no, I'm saying it's not gonna matter because the players aren't gonna want to participate to their full capability.
That's not true. All you got to do is just literally give them a vote and ask them the type of things they would want to do. Because
We're up
just,
to
all
them.
you got to do is just
Have
tell
a
them we're moving forward in this direction. This is what we're moving the Pro Bowl and we're doing this.
No, I don't know. No, I think
and
there's
ask the players on type of events they want to do, and then you can just take a poll
you
the
can
same way they do top 100.
no,
no.
yeah,
You could do. I think what he's saying that like you can kind of reflect it. Because I can kind of see it back in the day. And you can see this in basketball. You can see this in football. You can see maybe not so much as baseball because I think baseball is the only ones that done it the right way. Having the All-Star game, but it means something if the AL or NL, whoever wins, gets home field advantage in the World Series. It works out because of the 7-game, series to be able to do it that way. There's an incentive behind it. Like that's the best way you can do an
that's
All-Star game.
the way the
But
end
when
do it. But because it's only one game in football,
instead of yeah.
So you have a neutral ground. I understand that. But from K's point, these players they are not motivated at all.
Well, but that's what I
Yeah,
was getting to.
no,
If
no,
you
no.
look
Even
at the All-Star games
no,
back in the day for both football and basketball, they
but
were more competitive compared to
even
now.
even if you take a poll and and ask them what kind of skills challenges they want to do, what kind of they would rather take a week off. If you put a week off as an option for the Pro Bowl, I guarantee you that wins out.
But listen, what I'm saying is the way you present it is inform them, hey, we're giving you a week off. We're giving you guys a week off because we're removing the Pro Bowl, but we're pushing it to after the season. Like we're still doing that.
And then now you
guys get a bonus. You get money for making the Pro Bowl. That's one thing because essentially that's what they get. They get a bonus for making that.
Even if but that's a whole
Hold
extra.
on, Caleb. Hold on. Let him.
No, you get the bonus for making that, and then you also can partner with different businesses. Like you can go like say for instance Chevy. You can be like, hey Chevy, can you? I know it's a tax write off for both of us. Can you fucking give us like 30 fucking trucks for the fucking winning Pro Bowl team? You get what I'm saying? It's a tax write off for both of us, so it don't fucking matter. We finna get this money right back in a couple weeks because it's fucking February, and you could just write this shit off for this year.
Yeah.
So it's like you can have different incentives to give these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. That's where the give and take is coming from my point of view because of today's NFL player. They're fucking soft, bro. Like they're soft fucking people now in the NFL. I mean, I've never seen a league so fucking soft. The fact that I just look at the fucking rule changes. How many rule changes have we had in the past 6 years on
more than I've ever seen in my lifetime, to
on
be honest.
tackling, on catches, on hitting the quarterback, on now you can't even fucking blow on him.
Rule changes have happened way more frequently in the last 5 years than ever
The
before.
dead weight body tackle. How the fuck else are you supposed to get some ground?
No, that's where the hip drop tackle, I'm okay with them getting rid of the hip drop tackle.
Okay, but
because the hip drop tackle is a tackle that a beat defender uses because he got fucking smoked.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So what? He as soon as he gets side by side with the runner, he just has
Watch rugby. Watch rugby. we've had it on an episode before, and I talked to this with Matt Six. There's literally a rugby video called "The Art of the Chase Down Tackle." The chase, catching them from behind, side by side, and everything else like that. They tackle these guys, perfect form tackles without hip dropping every single time. And if they do drop their hips, they always do it to the side of the player. They never drop their entire weight onto the dude's legs
Okay.
because that shit is illegal. You can't do that
Okay.
in rugby. They've
Oh.
banned that tackle a long time ago.
That-
So it is 100% possible to do it.
Okay.
You can hire the right people to coach your guys if that's
Now-
a difficulty.
Okay, and now you have to sit down with the fucking refs. Because at the end of the day, they're giving an extra judgment call.
That's why this year they added another ref to be able to basically challenge what they saw on the field. They're adding things in place to make up for certain things so they can catch it the right way.
Like now you're fucking with the flow of the game and pace of the game because now you have to go through 6 different referees to figure out what the fuck is going on in the game.
Not 6 different referees. The 5-6 guys on the field still do their thing. It's one other ref, that's in the challenge box or in the review booth who gets to decide.
They already have that?
I'll let you know.
All plays go to fucking New York?
Yeah, but not for an official, like to overturn a penalty type capacity.
Well, and again, and
But I'm saying like when
so
they
you both are right. You both are right. The only thing that I would say at the tail end of this conversation, I have to agree with both of y'all because, like I said, it's really hard to make a decision because if they take an approach like the AFL, yes, it's not an official call, but at the same time, they're still listening to them. So it becomes an official call because that opinion is being used. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's hard to decide like which side am I really on, but like both are right in this situation.
It's just adding an extra judgment calls to already questionable fucking refs.
That is true.
You know, and I wouldn't even say questionable. The refs we have nowadays are awful. They're fucking awful. You can't have that many fucking especially the fact that these guys only play one fucking game in a series. They don't have series. They can't come up and make a call, you know, in this game. It turns out that call ended up fucking costing one team the game, and then we can come back the next week and have them play it again.
The refs have been so bad that the conspiracy that the NFL is rigged has upped tenfold the last 3-4 years.
Honestly, it's not. I don't even believe that it's a fucking conspiracy anymore. I think it's just fact. We just know. Because
we just know the refs are questionable and they're calling it a certain way.
I don't believe Patrick Mahomes is that good. I don't.
Really?
I don't believe he's that good. And the fact that he's basically been given patty cakes all the way to the Super Bowl every fucking year. And then on top of that, like, how the fuck does the regular season team, how many times has this happened? That the regular season team with the most holding calls in all of sports, most offsides or most false starts, most holding calls by defensive backs, most holding calls by offensive linemen, and then they get into the playoffs and all of that magically just goes away. Just never happened. It's not like they're playing different because they're playing the fucking same. You still see Juwan Taylor lining 5 yards back, lining up 5 yards into the fucking backfield, you know, and still moving early.
Yep.
Defensive backs ripping guys to the ground and you know, and laying on them, and there's no calls.
Yep.
How many times did fucking Patrick Mahomes get his interceptions called back this past year?
A bunch.
At least 15 interceptions that he threw that were called fucking back, bro. You can't fucking tell us the NFL can't sit behind that anymore and say, "Oh, it's not rigged." They, you know, these guys go out and play. No, they don't.
I tell you, they just won a Super Bowl with Donovan Smith as they starting left tackle. When I tell you that motherfucker's so trash, that motherfucker's so trash. He led the league when he was with us his last season with the Bucks. He led the league in holding penalties. So Caleb's point is validated.
That doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Like, not at all. Not even a little bit.
The all three of their Super Bowls, the offensive line, those years have been either leading the league or
In
top 3 in offensive holding calls. And then when they get to the Super Bowl, all 3 Super Bowls, the offensive line had 0 holding calls.
That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. You can't fucking tell me that fucking Patrick Mahomes is not a plant, bro. Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I ain't
And
going.
now he's got the power of fucking Taylor Swift on his side.
I mean,
Suck my dick, bro. The fucking the NFL is fucked.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's that. I think it's whoever Patrick Mahomes aligned themselves, or their family aligned themselves with in Texas, they got more money than Jerry Jones for sure.
I'm sorry. Jerry Jones
But
is
you
the
one of
hell
y'all.
rich than he lets on.
Wait, say what?
Jerry Jones has God power, bro. Like, that's not even fucking.
Nah, I feel you,
He's
but
got, bro. He's got you. You look at his net worth on Google. There's probably you could probably double that in the shit that he's got in fucking Cayman Islands and offshore accounts and all that shit, bro. He's got all that.
let me show you how much power Pat Mahomes got. They talking about they rumored to moving the Chiefs to San Antonio.
Jerry Jones would never allow it.
You think?
The
Jerry,
San Antonio Chiefs? Wait a minute. Wouldn't they be going?
they would be going. No, they
They would be
originally
going
thought
back
it
to their
out.
original spot.
Yeah, they was originally San Antonio.
No, they were originally in Dallas.
They were?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Was it
okay.
the Dallas? No,
I
It
thought it
wasn't
was San
Dallas,
Antonio.
it
but
wasn't. I think it was either San Antonio or Houston or
So
they,
what
somewhere
team was
around
in
they
there.
San
were
Antonio?
in the FW area.
So what team was in San Antonio?
No team. The Brahmas.
Nah, bro. I know now. Don't get the Brahmas because Mendez won't let me fucking forget it. Shout out to Mendez. He lives in San Antonio.
The Dallas Texans. So the Dallas Texans turned into the Kansas City Chiefs. And the only reason why I know this is because when I've played Madden and you go through the alternate uniforms, you look at the fucking
Yeah.
helmet and you go, "Hold on, that's fucking Texas."
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what team is this? So they'd be going back, maybe not exactly,
Well,
back to Dallas.
and Jerry Jones would never fucking allow that.
You would think.
He wouldn't.
You think.
Unless he was offered part ownership into the Chiefs.
Or the motherfucker got more money than Jerry.
Bro, Jerry Jones, like I said, he's right up there with Robert Kraft and the owners association. He would never allow that.
I feel, but they said
that
the
close.
same thing about the Clippers and the Lakers.
Okay, but that's the thing. We're talking about it, and it's not like, the New York Jets and New York Giants. You know what I mean? How they've always been established there and all that stuff. We're talking about a Super Bowl winning team, current Super Bowl winning team, moving to Dallas, where Jerry Jones has been trying to put together a fucking team for what, almost 30 years now?
San Antonio, not Dallas.
They want to go to San Antonio?
That
Kentucky
was Kay was
is
saying that was what the rumor was.
I'm pretty sure that they were talking about coming back to Dallas because I heard that rumor too. And I'm pretty sure because the owner is from Dallas.
right, but the reason why they settled on San Antonio because of proximity.
But I don't think San Antonio could house an NFL team.
Why not?
Why not?
They play.
Say what?
The what?
Where would they play?
That, like I said, just like the Lakers and the Clippers just built a new arena.
No, I understand that, but there's no.
You think there's hold on. You think there's no areas in San Antonio where they can fucking make a stadium for the Chiefs?
I don't think San Antonio would want to fucking pay for that.
Shitting me. You telling me they don't want to go back to the glory days when they was having parades for the Spurs?
I'm talking, but this is a different sport, bro.
I got that, but that's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Debatable.
That's your opinion, but as far as the NFL sees him, the NFL sees him as the best quarterback in the
That's
league.
the golden boy.
No, the refs see him as God. So
I was just about to say that, Mizzle. The Alamo Dome.
it's
So
too
again,
small.
we're making the same point. The refs
They
run
could
the NFL.
the Chiefs could play at the Alamo Dome for now.
I feel like the Alamo Dome's too fucking small, man.
Hey, look, they'll
For
put
now,
fucking jumbotron
while they're building
for
the
one
stadium,
season.
they can play in the Alamo Dome.
Right, like when the fucking Chargers played in the fucking LA Coliseum.
I don't know, man.
It's a
Hey, look,
temporary stay until they get the
they would
permanent
make
fix.
so much fucking bread on the fucking goddamn tailgating because they would just put big ass fucking shits and then make people pay for tailgating.
I know, but they just go shit on Kansas City like that.
Kansas City, they're not willing to pay for a new stadium. They're not even willing to do upgrades to Arrowhead.
Yeah, and they just started winning now. Y'all got 3
What
rings
are they gonna
in
do?
5 years.
The team, no, Arrowhead is an old ass fucking stadium. It needs renovations. It needs shit to happen.
I know, but is it the people or is it the fucking bureaucrats in fucking Kansas City?
Oh, we know it's the bureaucrats and we know that the fans are probably like, give them the upgrades. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, I know one fan he'll rob and get all that money that they need. I promise you that. He in jail right now. He wear a wolf head. He's a major Kansas City fan. I just want to let you know that he'll do it. He'll go get it.
Yeah, but I think, and again, and I've always said that instead of building, new stadiums, they should upgrade and renovate and make it look better on the stadiums that have already been there. So I think Arrowhead has been there for a long time. It's a staple. It's a loud stadium. It's somewhere that you can, if you upgrade it and do the things the right way for that stadium, it could look awesome. But the city is not willing to pay for those upgrades. And to be fair,
Honestly,
these billion-dollar owners should be able to do it themselves, but they're always asking for money from the city to be able to make these renovations. It's always had to come down to the taxpayer. That's why I give my heads up or my thumbs up to the Minnesota Vikings organization, because their owners paid off everything so that the people of Minnesota didn't have to pay for that new stadium out of their pockets. Not every owner is doing that. That's why a lot of these relocation shit. Why do you think the Raiders left? It doesn't have really much to do with the fact that the Raiders owners and stuff like that couldn't make and do things on their own.
Al
But
Davis
when you're
broke as fuck.
Fuck that. They took their ass to Concord, bro. Stop that. They should have went right to Concord, went right to Brentwood, dropped the stadium in Lafayette, go one of them rich ass areas.
Or even fucking.
I think his phone died.
Oh,
there you go. Phone call.
I think he got a phone call, so now he's got to go out completely and come back in.
But no, I think they could have went to one of these rich areas in the Bay and make the city pay for it. Fuck it. But
I do think a lot of these owners and stuff like that, they have the ability to do it themselves. Again, these owners are not like, these are billionaires we're talking about, like billionaires,
right?
Not just regular millionaires. It's like these guys can do it all themselves if they wanted to, but they ask for the city to pay for it most of the time because, again, the city is the one who's going to be able to reap the benefits of the and the rewards and stuff for having the team there in the first place.
Right.
But when the city,
on that statement that you just made right now, I wonder, because I brought the Clippers up, because Steve Ballmer, he's the CEO of Microsoft and shit like that. I wonder if did he pay the same way that the Vikings paid for the stadium that they built in the Inglewood?
No, they got the city to pay for it. Like I said, the Vikings are the only one, at least as of right now, that I am aware of, that
we got to go look.
have paid off their entire stadium and stuff like that, so that the fans wouldn't have to pay tax dollars for it. And at the end of the day, what the Vikings ended up doing is they're going to save everybody in Minnesota tax money, and they're going to be actually profiting from everything, and the business is going to be booming out there in Minnesota instead of them having to pay taxes for it.
I was going to say
all the teams can do that. They just don't.
Here's the thing. Back to the Raiders and stuff is what I was saying. Oakland is too fucking broke
as a city to be able to pay for
I don't blame and Oakland Raiders, how many blackouts?
Blackout games?
Oh my god.
Oh, they were known for it.
You know what I mean? Like you don't just. And then on top of that, their jersey sales. Nobody wanted to be an Oakland Raider fan because you immediately got lumped into the city of Oakland, and nobody likes Oakland. The people of Oakland don't even like Oakland.
I even thought that Caleb Prenator's alone, Country K don't and Lights Canvas and everything I got
we
affiliated
do
do
not
not stand by this. I fuck with Oakland. I gotta go to Oakland quite often. I do not stand by this. I do not stand by this at all. I'm gonna let it be known. Matter of fact, put me on camera because I do not stand by this at all. Hey, let it be known I am not.
The people of Oakland don't even like Oakland. Let's be real.
They not from Oakland.
Oh.
On camera too. They are not from Oakland when they say this shit.
Oh shit.
But go ahead, continue still. My bad.
You don't even. I mean, you go to Oakland and motherfuckers like, I rep Oakland. It's like that's because you have to. You're in a life there. You know what I mean? Like
you're fucking foul, dude.
Nope.
Out of bounds.
Not in that. Nope.
Out of bounds.
Oh my god.
Flag on the fucking play.
Nah, this motherfucker got a red card, but I'm gonna let him continue.
Done.
Go to
Done.
the pit.
Go sit down. You are fucking done with this.
I want you to continue your spiel though.
I'm telling you, bro.
But in the honesty of the city not being able to afford those, and they couldn't do it with the A's. They couldn't do renovations to the Coliseum. I mean, we've all been to the Coliseum. That's
the fact that players have to pay for their own fucking
food and
drinks and shit, bro.
Crazy.
If you watched Moneyball, that shit was not a joke, bro. That wasn't like a thing that, that the writers just came up with, to show how broke Oakland was, bro. Like, that was real.
Right.
Players had to pay vending machines just to get a fucking soda.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, the teams could not afford.
The players didn't want to be there. The fans were like, we're the black hole, but like we're just here because we have to. Like
there are diehard fans, but I mean, obviously there are diehard fans in every category, but for the Raiders, it's like one of those. And I know Mizzle being a Raiders fan, he knows the feeling of all of this, but just having a team.
Mizzle probably fucking hates me right now.
Oh no, he did.
Horrible.
Hey, me and Mizzle already got a quarrel, Caleb. He's a Florida State fan, so you already know every chance I get. So don't worry, he'll be fine with you.
But like it's one of those. You're a fan of. You almost feel bad for them because they're a fan of a team that the team doesn't really give a shit about what the fans want. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They didn't pay. I mean, look, Al Davis, Mark Davis, they have more than enough money to be able to do either some sort of renovations to the Coliseum or figure something out, to get a new stadium there in Oakland. And they could have paid for it themselves. They could have done that. Now, they didn't, and they obviously chased the money bags to a fucking Death Star Stadium out in Las Vegas. And that's, a no-brainer at that point because of all the money that's there in Vegas.
Yeah.
About Mark. We know him individually. Like, he's not broke. We know he's not broke.
Yeah, bro, but like you're talking about taking $100 million loss to the face, bro. And probably even more than that with the size of the renovations that they would have needed. He's not getting that back. It's not a tax write-off. It's not that's just a fucking straight $100 to $200+ million fucking.
Oh, more than that.
More
than that.
That's to the face. Who the fuck wants to take that kind of a loss? And on top of that,
close to $1 billion.
But on top of that, bro, who the fuck is gonna want to take a close to $1 billion loss to the face And then on top of that, first of all, he has to get ownership of the stadium because the city owns the stadium, correct?
I believe that is true, yes.
Okay. So if the city owns the stadium and he's going to fork over this money to the city for them to renovate the stadium,
he could look at that as a tax write. He could look at that as a tax write-off and call it a donation.
He would. It wouldn't have happened like
a donation for renovations.
It wouldn't have
to the
happened
stadium.
like that because we all know Oakland's fucking. I don't know about Oakland's fucking government, man. Like they probably would have used that shit for something else, especially if it was a donation, bro. They would have supplemented that shit and used it for something else, bro.
I did not condone this message. I do not agree with this message.
I'm telling you, they would have used it for some shit else, or they would have been like, "Oh, look, we're in a surplus now. Like, look at that shit. Like, come move to Oakland."
I do not agree with this message. I feel like you should go there, but not for the
damn. How do you get 2 red cards in one game? How do you?
There's a hard line, and I will cross it.
And I will not, sir.
We will watch you go into the wasteland by yourself.
I will fucking do it. I'm out here.
Yo, he dropped off the top turnbuckle. He started in the Swanton. Then he started doing fun shit. I don't know what. He did some shit I ain't never seen before.
He added another rotation to it or something. He did something wild.
Was it glorious? Yes, it was. Would I ever do it? Absolutely fucking not.
Hey, man. We speak facts. No sugarcoating around this bitch.
But
hey, but I'm just a fucking observer. That's all I see.
It is by what we see.
I'm just calling it like it is. We don't need to sugarcoat it. We're all grown here.
It has been at least this last decade.
But on top of that,
relocation.
He has to keep up the maintenance on that shit.
Well,
if he would have gone out and done it himself and paid for it himself, he is now responsible for it. So anything that goes wrong, he's also paying for, right? So now we're talking about billions of dollars to the face, and now he has to take ownership of it. And no smart, money-thinking, economic person is gonna do that, bro. Minnesota, they're pretty much Canadian, so like I can totally understand that. Like I can see why the owners in Minnesota did what they did. You know what I mean?
What does that have to do with
anything?
What does that have?
I will stand beside him on that shit.
What does the fact that the Minnesota ownership paying off their stadium so that the citizens don't have to do it have anything to do with them being close to being Canadian?
They're not close, bro. They are. They are Canadian.
Well, what does that have to do with any of the decision that went into this?
Because they're soft.
What does that?
They're soft, bro.
How is paying off a stadium so that your fans don't have to do it? How does that make them soft?
It's communism.
I agree.
I don't even know.
Hey, you wanted me here.
I did. I did, and we still have another show after this that I don't even know if this is any precursor to what's going to happen a little bit later. Jesus Christ.
We're just talking.
We're just talking.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Holy shit.
Don't you know?
See, he agrees with me on that one.
I don't go to Minnesota for shit.
Like,
as of right now, Minnesota has had like maybe 4 things I like, and they all been athletes. So, and that's a very paused out situation. Nah, not like that. But you get what I'm saying? Only 4 things that caught my interest, and they all been athletes. Maybe 5.
good God.
Here's what I see.
Still trying to wrap my head around the fact that he just said, like, they're almost Canadian, so that brought a decision into.
I grew up in Bobby's world.
They're too nice, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're too nice.
What?
That shit ain't healthy, bro. That's not healthy.
What? Nobody's that nice for no reason.
No,
They're
bro.
serial
No.
killers. Those
No.
motherfuckers. Nobody's that nice.
No. Nobody's that nice.
It's a front.
That's weird nice. That's not, oh, he's a nice guy. Hey, he's a nice guy, bro. Like
that's Ted Bundy, nice guy. Like
there's a difference.
Oh, he's a nice guy. Hey, he's a nice guy. The whole tone of it changes.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh, these people are living their lives happy as can be. And we're sitting here because of our traumas shitting on them.
They fucking hate Trudeau, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Hate that man. Well, conservatives in Canada fucking hate that guy. The second man to get away with blackface.
Damn.
Yeah.
How that man wasn't fucking fired immediately and gone, torched, done is beyond me. All the people who got absolutely fucking destroyed, entire careers, all of that.
That's what I say. Robert Downey Jr. He survived
for a joke that someone else wrote them in fucking 20 years ago. Suck my dick.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Shout out to him.
He did it right though.
What made you become a Dallas Stars fan? Where all this shit all of a sudden come from?
I started watching.
First of all, when did you start watching hockey like that?
Sports talk radio, man. On my drive, on my days while I'm driving, I just got 96.7. Shut up. I'm just kidding. But like
the local radio station out there,
yeah, bro.
They got you into the Stars.
Yeah.
You know what? I can respect that because it's the local radio station here that got me into actually watching the Kings. So that's understandable.
Like,
but hockey of all things.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I told you guys it doesn't matter what you guys think because it's hockey. You guys don't even watch hockey. Like,
that's not true.
I'm talking about my brother, like my family, my personal family. I don't know if you actually watch hockey, like,
yeah, Lightning.
You watch the Lightning? That's what's up.
I didn't even know you. Like, I didn't even know you watched hockey, Kay.
Yeah, I'm a multi-sport guy, man. He's telling you that, dude.
Yo,
there's ATH next to him for a reason.
I can't help but picture him in a full hockey uniform right now.
Bro, I was just about to say that. Can you imagine Kay, all 6'10", on the ice? Just
you can't imagine on an ice rink or on skates. That's not my thing. And crazy enough, I
can't help but imagine though.
I worked at Cal Skate. We're in college before it closed. I was there for a while before it closed. You know what I'm saying? Like
6'10". He'd be like Happy Gilmore trying out for just looking to beat people's. He'd be the bruiser.
He's the type of guy to have an open shot and ditch the puck just to hit the goalie. Like
probably. I ain't mad at it. I'll be a menace too, because I'm telling you right now, I'm fun. I'll be grabbing these because they grab each other's jerseys and put on. Oh my god!
You
I got
imagine
long
K
arms. I'll
K
be
getting
fucking
into
doing
hockey
all that shit.
fights?
I can just see K fucking fighting out there and fucking putting people in the fucking boards, like not giving a
Every
fuck.
home game, every home. I'm a fan favorite. Every home game.
Yep, every home game. And then when they got away games, this man is booed to hell, bro.
I smell like beer after every game. After every fucking game. Every game I smell
People
like beer.
just throwing drinks at that man.
I
Just
smell
a
like beer
fucking
before even
villain,
fucking
a
second.
menace to society at away games.
That shit would be fucking.
Public enemy number one.
That would be wanted for assault.
Malice in the palace everywhere he goes.
But on top of that, there's a territory that comes with that because now you're gonna have every big ass defenseman fucking every game, fucking smacking your shins with a stick to get you going.
Really enough, I got all my teeth.
You got to wear the full face guard though, because that's just
if you got all your teeth in hockey, that means either two things: you don't fight or you win a lot of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I think it's almost a rite of passage to have a missing tooth.
If you're an aggressor,
half of those missing tooths are from fucking puck shots. They're not even from the fights.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you're an aggressor,
but puck shots to the face, just
if you're a defender goalie, you getting popped in the mouth for sure.
You remember what was it? Mike Ricci?
Yeah, bro.
He had the teeth, front teeth out here, played for the Sharks.
All of them have that shit. All of them.
Speaking
the
of
guy who did the interview like 2 nights ago, or when they were when the Avs stole a game in Dallas, he fucking had his front tooth and the tooth next to it gone, just gone, and he's just like talking and lisping and fucking. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Corey's looking at him like, I can't with his teeth. Oh my god.
They don't believe in dentists, apparently.
Most of them have. He's like, they probably have a fucking retainer with just those two teeth. That's so gross.
like a veneer or something like that. Yeah.
Well, they probably have veneers now.
Most of them probably do. Yeah. Veneers are the new dentures.
Yeah. You have to shave your fucking teeth down though. That's fucking gross.
Pull them all out.
I've had a root canal before. That shit fucking sucks.
Like a mother.
Not a fan of that.
Hell no. I agree. I
had all 4 of my
teeth. My dentist told me, he said, I'm gonna give you enough number. You shouldn't feel a thing. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, shouldn't feel a thing. Kiss my ass. It doesn't matter how much drugs you gave me. I felt every fucking bit of that. My nerves were getting pissed.
They put me on an IV when I got my. I imagine that's what they do with veneers as well. They put them out. I don't imagine them just in there with some fucking Novocaine shaving down teeth like that.
No. Root canal, bro. If you've ever
root canals is what they don't just do Novocaine anymore, bro. If it's something like that, like they'll fucking put you in that Twilight shit, and you won't even fucking know what's going on.
No, they did not do
none of that
for me.
I'm honest with you. I got none of that, and I just got.
I got none of that shit. I felt every fucking bit of that.
Damn, they didn't put you on an IV or nothing.
They didn't put me under shit. The only thing they gave me was fucking Novocaine.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they gave me. He hit me with like 3 doses. He's like, oh, you shouldn't feel it. And then he hit me and I was like, he's like, you felt that? Oh, yeah, I fucking felt that. Gave me another dose. It still didn't matter. Yeah. That shit hurt because they get like into the gum. It's not just shaving down the tooth and getting all like, it's getting into your fucking gums.
The veneers of the root canal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's just. Yeah, it shit sucks ass.
I would not recommend it for anybody.
I'm talking. Well, okay, but like for the veneers, they're definitely getting fucking put out, bro. You don't shave that many.
Sure, but
that's for root canal. Yeah, that's your punishment for being a dumbass, is what they said.
That's
For
crazy.
letting your teeth get all fucked up. I'm on the way, bro. Don't worry.
At this point, if they say, "Oh, you're gonna need a root canal," pull it.
Just pull it.
Pull it. I don't care. I'm not doing a root canal. Fucking pull it. I don't care. Whatever you got to do, or I don't care. I'm not doing a root canal anymore.
Put me out
Ever
and
again.
fucking pull it.
I would rather them pull it.
And then they had the audacity. Don't close your mouth. Fuck you.
Oh, that's absolutely the worst shit they can ever tell you.
But they hate when you ask them, or they ask you
Don't bite
questions.
down here.
A whole bunch of instruments in your mouth and they trying to have a full fucking conversation. Like you got
How you doing?
water and a
Don't talk, please. Don't talk.
a goddamn motherfucking big ass goddamn dab stick in a mirror in my mouth.
Yeah. So what do you do for
And
work? Don't talk, please. Shush.
Right, like
No need to respond. Just what?
Talking to myself.
Just gonna telepathically talk to you. That's just because this is just ridiculous. I hate the dentist as everybody else does.
Tell me about some good fucking Netflix shows. Ruin it for me. I don't give a fuck. Don't ask questions where you want me to fucking respond.
Yeah.
Did you see the roast of Tom Brady yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Not the full thing, but I saw some clips. It got dark there for a second. God damn, they went in on fucking Aaron Jones.
Oh, for a second?
Hernandez.
For a second? No.
Everybody went in on Aaron Hernandez. As they should.
I didn't understand some of the backlash that came down. It said, "Oh, Giselle was disappointed because it brought out like personal life shit and all this other stuff." And I was like, and then now I guess Tom is starting to regret it. He's saying his kids got affected by it, and he said he would never do it again. I'm like, oh, whoa. First of all,
It's amazing.
how did you not know, you, Tom Brady, of all people, not know that doing a roast, knowing full well what goes on in it?
I can guarantee how this happened. They were watching roast. Him and his kids were probably watching roast, and they were like, "Hey, Dad, you should do one." Like, "Dad, you should do one, right?" And they got all the way to the shit. And then when these motherfuckers started shooting them bullets, Tom was sitting there like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have done this shit." Because
his kids came back and said, "What do you mean, Mom? Fuck the Karate Man? What is that? What do you?" Mommy did what with the jujitsu instructor? What happened, Dad? I'm just saying, like, and for her to come out as, "Oh, for putting art," you're the one who cheated.
Like, you literally just
that's on you.
You destroyed your marriage.
Decorated football player, and
you destroyed your marriage. Blamed it on the fact that he played football. You had to give some sort of excuse and outlet to be able to cover the actions that you did. That's on you.
It's not like he was ever going to get another concussion. Like,
they adjusted the rules.
Come on. Oh man.
What?
Oh man.
You know how many Tom Brady rules there are in the NFL?
I understand that.
And now Patrick Mahomes gets to reap the benefits. I say no.
Said, I say the nay, sir.
Hey, I don't know if at any time in the recent future that the Colts are going to reap any benefits from these shitty rules, but
no, because we decided to pick up a fucking running back and thinking he's the next Lamar Jackson. He can throw the ball 80 fucking yards, but he can throw the ball 80 fucking yards, and that's it.
I mean,
I think Anthony Richardson is okay.
Bro, it's the same shit. All he can do is throw. Have you seen him in the short game?
He's like kind of like what Kaepernick was. He had all fastball, could throw the deep ball, but couldn't throw a fucking
that's like 90%
change up to save his life.
Right now, it's Josh Allen. That's fucking Lamar Jackson. It's everybody. They can, and it's just lazy scouting. Steve Smith said it perfectly. It's just lazy fucking scouting. Oh, he looks like this. Yeah, we can put him.
Intangibles are very deceiving, people.
It's so stupid. Now the football league, the NFL, the NFL is just a fucking giant fucking freak show. Like one of the million anomalies.
When it comes to like physical,
Yeah.
Well, some of these quote unquote physical specimens, you know, I like to use Myles Garrett as an example of that. Dude's an absolute physical freak, and he turned out to be actually really good. There are other people who are like physical, just specimen of human beings that when they get to the next level, it doesn't mean shit because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, but like, can you say one?
The what?
Can you say one that's not a quarterback?
Or like a physical,
a physical fucking freak. You know, the DK Metcalfs, the fucking, you know, Myles Garrett's, the Fred Warners, all those kind of guys.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Can you name one of those physical fucking freaks that isn't a quarterback?
Well,
and that hasn't done well.
I mean, intangibles wise, I guess Josh Allen is up there, but he hasn't really. He'll get him to the playoffs and stuff, but he hasn't really
Not without
gotten him
Stephon
over
Diggs
the hump.
anymore.
Yeah, no more Stephon Diggs. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with it. Josh Allen's trash. Like real deal.
We kind of knew that was coming anyway, though.
Well, Stephon Diggs is 100% going to be the next Antonio Brown. I can already see it.
Holy shit!
Without a ring.
I'm going without a ring. Yeah, he can win one with the Texans, and the minute somebody else gets targeted, he's going to throw a fit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think him with the Texans, with what they have there in C.J. Stroud, I don't think C.J. Stroud would put up with that type of shit. I think C.J. Stroud's a different type of QB.
He's 100% going to put up with that shit.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, 100% put up with it. I would agree.
I don't know if he will.
The reason he went to the Texans and wanted to go to the Texans is because C.J. Stroud is a fucking young guy that Stephon Diggs can tell him whatever the fuck he wants, and he's going to listen.
I don't think Stroud will allow it. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he will.
Yeah, he will.
I don't know about that last part, but I think C.J. Stroud just gonna brush that shit off and like that's just Stephon being Stephon. That's what he's gonna do. He probably just be like, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be brushing that shit off because that's what it seems like his demeanor is. He don't let too much get to him. As far as Stroud, but see, Stephon gonna be tripping for sure. I agree with all of that. He's gonna be definitely tripping.
He's definitely embracing a diva receiver type of mentality.
Well, he also had like an Antonio Brown type hit, right?
No, I don't think he's ever been concussed like that.
Nah, AB was a statue for like 20 seconds before he hit the ground. When Burfict hit him. He was standing in place for like 20 seconds before he hit the ground.
And honestly, the most beautiful thing when Juju Smith-Schuster fucking dropped Burfict's ass. Oh my god, bro. That was the most satisfying hit I've ever seen in my life.
I think the whole NFL world was so happy for Juju at that moment. That's why motherfuckers gave him all that love like that.
Yeah.
That's how he blew up. I think it was that moment.
Yeah, it was definitely that moment.
It was fucking star.
When he put fucking the dirtiest player in the NFL out, concussed, fuced.
Take the flag. Take the flag. Didn't care.
Like,
did not care.
I don't even think that shit was legal. Did they call foul on that?
No, he got flagged. Yeah, he got flagged for sure.
Okay, cool.
Not because of the hit, but because of the fact that he taunted over his dead body.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So He had just killed a man and he had taunted him, basically, essentially teabagging him in front of everybody. And
But
that it.
in Juju's defense, he fucking hit his teammate and
Oh
knocked
no,
him.
no, no! I agree. That's what I'm saying. The hit itself was fine. It was the excessive
No, for the
It
celebration there.
it
for the
was the
like that
suck my
shit.
nuts after, right?
Yeah. The you're dead. Don't get up. Like just because to be honest, after that hit, I didn't hear much of Vontez Burfict after that hit.
Pretty sure that put him out of the league. Finally
Yeah.
had a reason for the team to fucking. Well, Cincinnati,
Cut him.
they love that shit in Cincinnati.
Yeah, because Ohio's fucking crazy. I've been telling y'all that shit the whole goddamn time.
But he never came. He came back not the same. If he did come back,
No, Burfict. It wasn't long after that he was done. He was out of the league.
ended that man's career.
I mean, he did that to Antonio Brown. So
Well,
And
Antonio,
you live
well,
by
he
the
didn't do
sword, you
that
die
to
by the
Antonio
sword,
Brown.
right?
Antonio Brown ended up doing it to himself. By not taking his meds and his fucking.
that was crazy though. That hit just completely rewired that man.
Was it that hit or was he always like that?
He took a second hit, like that after, not from Burfict. I think he took a hit like that again from somebody else.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. The funniest shit AB ever did to me is when he kicked that fucking putter.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
No,
he straight
no,
drop kicked that motherfucker.
no,
Well,
And
he
the refs were
jumped.
trying to figure out, like, should we flag that?
You,
Like,
I don't think you can
is that
kick
legal?
the kicker, can you? Well,
They're like,
you can see it because he
everybody's
jumped.
confused.
He jumped because he thought the kicker was going to try and like go for his leg, so he was trying to hurdle him.
Yeah.
But in midair, you can see the process of, oh shit, he held up. I'm gonna jump right into him. What do I do? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking put my foot square in his goddamn chest
Kick his back.
and keep running as I use him as a launch pad to get extra yardage.
so fucking funny, bro. Oh my god. Oh,
It was just the funniest fucking thing because even the announcers were confused. Like, they were confused calling it. Like everybody was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
It's like, did we just see that?
Everybody was like, "What the fuck just happened right now?" The announcers, the producers, like,
it was no good for the rest of that game. That was the moment. The rest of that game didn't mean shit to me, bro.
I was like, "What?"
It was against Cleveland, right?
I think it was Cleveland, but bro, I'm telling you, the rest of that game didn't mean a damn thing. I didn't give a
Oh
fuck who
my God.
won. I don't remember who won or lost that game. Just that moment, bro.
That shit was too funny.
Oh my god.
That shit was too funny.
Best he ever did, bro. That was the best shit he ever did. He don't say some shit like him saying that fucking goddamn. He thanked Caitlin Clark and Jim Carrey's daughter. That shit's hilarious too, bro. Hey, look, I didn't say any of this other shit he said because he went way
No,
worse.
he did say some other very foul shit that he should not have said.
But
Yeah,
AB is a character.
in a half. Yeah, that's for goddamn sure.
Let's be real. He's got like 3.
Freak.
You said 3 what?
He's got like 3 characters.
Let's be real.
There's red card AB, there's yellow card AB, and then there's good AB.
There's AB from a past life.
Oh, hey, look.
He's literally at this point he might be split. Like, you guys seen the movie Split?
Yeah. No, I get the reference for sure. I'm glad one of those characters is not a female. Or was it a little?
What was okay? You said you saw clips of the roast. What was the worst one, or like the one that made you go, "Holy shit"?
Julian Edelman, dog.
Which one?
He said Aaron Hernandez, dude. I was like, holy shit, dog. But then he said one about Bill, and then when Tom was like, Tom had said something about Bill coming out that goddamn lady house. Bro, I was in tears, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. I think that was probably the best joke. Tom saying that. I think was it Tom or Julian. It was one of them. One of them said that shit to Bill, and Bill was even laughing. That shit was funny as a motherfucker.
Yeah, Bill was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was in it. He probably was drunk. He probably drunk as fuck.
Oh hell yeah! Everybody on that stage was drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious to watch fucking Kevin Hart fucking deteriorate throughout the entire night.
That shit was funny as fuck. And he know he was fucking goddamn probably shanking the bed because every time I see somebody clip, he would get up and do all that fake laughing shit.
He just look at him. That was a great set. That was unbelievable. Just awesome, man. Just awesome. Yep, Kev's gone. He is gone. Kevin Hart is in the I love you stage of his drunkenness right now. I was like, he's far deep into it right now. I don't know. Drew Bledsoe had me laughing. Julian Edelman had me on the edge of my seat going like, what is he about to say that's going to cancel his ass? You know?
That's fucking hilarious. I love Julian Edelman now, bro. He crazy.
Julian, that shit had me laughing. Like Drew Bledsoe, he said, I'm not here to say Tom Brady is gay, but he sure did fuck me. And I said, I couldn't help fucking start to. He said most of the QBs that go into or do what or go through what I went through, they end up, turning into raging alcoholics and stuff like that. Well, I opened up a winery. I started fucking dying. I was like, this motherfucker took it to a whole new level of alcoholic. That shit had me dying.
Cut the middleman out, and we'll make our
Yep. Yep. Randy Moss, his was funny, but it was just tough because he had to follow Nikki Glazer, who arguably had the best set than anybody.
Really?
Oh, bro, she destroyed everybody. It was hilarious. She made Gronk look like a fucking idiot, which was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw the one joke she said about Tom with the FTX.
Oh my god, the NFTs.
That's not real money. That shit had me crying.
Yeah, so no, that's not real money. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Funny.
And then Kevin Hart coming in after that, cracking up, going, so after she said that, he was like, I did. Like, I did. It's like, no, Gronk, she's making fun of you. You're feeding into the joke, Gronk. God damn it. Like, that shit had me dying. And then Tony Hinchcliffe's was great.
He was
the roaster.
Yeah. Tony Hinchcliffe was the unexpected joke that got me was when he just looked at Tom. He said, "Nice shoes, bitch. Did you win those in the divorce?" I don't know why that one got me as good as it did, but I think it's the way he said it. I was like, "Holy
Nobody
fuck!"
called Tom Brady a bitch to his face.
Yeah.
That's probably what did it. He's like, called Tom a bitch to his face.
But like that was the first thing he said. Like he just opened it up like that. He was just like, "We're cracking this bitch open." Why?
Well, no, he actually called Dana White a degenerate gambler to his face before he got up from the table and said that. When he went at Burt Kreischer, though, that whole thing put together was incredible. How he put that, he's the king. He looks like Tiger King and Liver King only ate Burger King and his liver looked like Martin Luther King got beat by Rodney King. I was like, this dude, the standing ovation.
I'm upset that fucking Bert was mouthing the teleprompter.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, bro, you didn't see that shit? It's like, bro, let Tony do his thing, bro. Stop fucking doing that shit. Like, just shut the fuck up. You're not supposed to fucking mouth the fucking teleprompter while you're sitting right behind the guy. Like,
I did notice that, like, when you saw, like, when the camera panned out to, like, either the roasters, like, the only people who were doing it the right way were the non-comedians. So, like, Julian Edelman, Randy, they were all looking, they weren't paying attention to the teleprompter or anything. They were all looking straight
yeah,
at whoever it was that was roasting. But when you looked at the comedians, when it came to basically all of them other than Nikki Glazier and what's her name, the other one, Sam J. But
Yeah.
fucking Schultz, Kreischer, and Segura, the entire time you can tell they were looking directly at the teleprompters.
Hey, look, to be all the way honest with you, y'all know Tom Brady like to keep shit the way he like to keep shit. This is probably the loosest you've seen it, but you don't know what they told them guys pre-production. You know what I'm saying?
I figured you would have to clear basically most of it with them, wouldn't they?
I mean, topics, yeah, but they probably let them go free on some shit, but like they probably wanted to keep it at a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
that was the Jeff Ross joke.
Yeah.
About Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
When he got up and he was like, "Don't ever do that shit again."
Never say that shit again.
Well, Jeff Ross came out after that and had said, like, they asked him about that. It's like, no, he was playing into it and everything else like that. But yeah, we all kind of knew that Robert Kraft was kind of off limits. Like, you didn't want to do too much about Robert Kraft because he's like a father figure or whatever to Tom. So that one joke, just to kind of get it out of the way, and Robert Kraft and stuff like that, kind of he was having a good time. He didn't care. Like, he's worth billions of dollars. I don't give a fuck what these comedians have to say about me. I don't give a shit. I make Kraft cheese, bitch. Like, do you understand who I am? Like,
Yeah. You go into your house right now and go fucking my cheese.
Kraft in there.
Yeah. You got
there's
some kind of
Kraft somewhere.
in your house.
Yeah, so it's. I thought the whole roast, because, and me and Caleb talked about it a little bit too. When I saw the roast, I look at that type of shit as like you're trying to laugh from past discretions to kind of move on type of thing.
Right.
Being able to kind of laugh at trauma and just be like, oh shit, if you say it in a funny way, like it actually makes sense and it's actually funny, it's therapeutic. But other than that, if it's like just a dig and there's nothing funny behind it, then like, yeah, you're being an asshole. But if it's funny and you understand, like, it's, they're just joking, they're trying to make light out of a dark situation, then
They're there for.
it's perfectly fine.
Man,
And I thought I don't really think they went too far out of bounds with Tom. Again, I don't understand why Giselle's getting pissed. She shouldn't have cheated. That's on her. I don't care. Like that shit doesn't like.
Probably because they didn't run a damn thing by her and she didn't know what was going to happen.
It doesn't matter. It was the roast of Tom Brady, not the roast of Giselle.
I agree with you, but I'm saying like that's probably what she felt. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, he took a fucking 8 Mile approach with this shit.
Oh.
I'm scared. So now,
like, what do you mean an 8 Mile approach?
Yeah, because he gonna say it all now. I'm gonna say it all now. How this roast, this roast, and do all of this shit. So now when I go get on TV, all these hating media pundits. So now when they start saying this shit, it's like, oh, we don't heard it already, and that's gonna be death. To where now the only thing you're gonna hear is the actual take of what they talking about. Because a lot of people try to put shock value behind a lot of this shit they say. So
Yeah.
fucking bullshit behind some fucking goddamn shit that don't really mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll say some shit that's like everybody will possibly agree with. That's some shocking thing. Like, oh, Tom fucking wife left him. Like, and then they'll say like, oh, this motherfucker was old. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even do that well his last year at the Bucks. In comparison to Tom's career, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll say some shit like that to try to add some shit to a fucking statement that you're saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you do this roast, it's the 8 Mile approach. Like, I don't say everything had the top comedians in the world said. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing that's funny that they ain't think about. You get what I'm saying? So now just stick to your fucking facts and just fucking judge me off of me doing my job now. Because I'm no longer a football player, I'm a fucking commentator.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way of looking at it. But like, if I'm Tom, they didn't really bring up the kids or Nikki Glazer said on a talk like she was gonna say one joke, but then she was like, "I'll just hold that one back." She was gonna say a joke like she would make out with Tom Brady
Ugh.
better than he did with his oldest son.
Oh, with Jack.
Yeah.
With Jack. Nah, that's wild.
She was gonna say something like that, but she was like, "No, that's off." So even the comedians knew like, don't bring up the kids. I mean, Kevin Hart did. The only thing he really said about he said "fuck them kids" when he said that Giselle said, "You either come home and retire or it's done," and then he chose to risk the marriage for an 8 and 9 season.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So like that's really the extent as to which they went after or said anything about the kids.
Bro, somebody should have said about Tom's daughter telling this nigga not to throw the trophy. That would have been the one joke I would have brought up. When she was like, no, when he threw the trophy into the receiver's boat on the fucking parade,
Oh, I don't. Well,
I would have brought that shit up, bro.
how
I
do
would
we?
have it up.
They could. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, how would they? There's other things that they had gone through, and I was just kind of like, well,
That would have been funny. Like, look, I do this for a living. Someone
yeah,
to try to make it seem like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Because
they could. I mean, again, it was a. I see why people have only seen like clips of it
right.
because it's a 3 hour row session.
Holy shit, nah.
Yeah. So but they were giving it to Tom Brady for 3 hours. So I can understand why not a lot of people have seen it fully through.
Mm-mm.
But if you have the chance to, like, it's pretty fucking. Some of it is just like holy shit. But it's um, what is it? Tony Hinchcliffe. He said that Tom Brady's afraid of the Giants, and that's why Kevin Hart was hosting.
I think
And
that's hilarious.
and Kevin Hart was like, "Wait, did he just make a short joke?" And then he proceeded to say like he was using the stool that Aaron Hernandez had kicked from under himself.
Ooh, sweet Lord, I didn't hear that one.
And I was like, it's like when you make it, but and that's another thing that I didn't understand. Some people were like, "Oh, it's kind of distasteful, to talk about, Aaron Hernandez and stuff." Blah, 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 blah. This man killed people. Who the fuck cares? He's a convicted murderer. Couldn't deal with his own guilt. Had his own demons and stuff like that. He took his own life. That's on him. I don't. We're having sympathy for the wrong things, people. And even Tom Brady had a pretty damn good one when he's talking. He's talking about Gronk. He said, "Catch the ball, block, and don't murder." I said, "Oh." See, even Tom Brady's kind of making fun of this whole thing.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of really good ones. But like I said, if you saw the full set of Julian Edelman, that one made me like I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "Julian, don't do it." I was like, "You're about to no, don't do it. You're gonna do something you're gonna regret." Like he said, Kevin Hart. He's like, I'm not gonna make short jokes. He said, I'm gonna make black jokes. I said, oh no, Julian. I was like, Julian, don't, whatever. And then he said that Kevin Hart was darker than Bert Kreischer's liver, which is mild,
It's
very
mild.
mild. The way he set it up made it sound like he was going to go for something extra crazy,
It was mild.
but definitely mild.
Debatable.
All things considered.
Because he definitely went to Florida State for 6 years. When it was the number one party school in America because this motherfucker was on the paper. So I don't know if that's completely accurate because he's still out here drinking.
So that is.
Just to
That's
make
what I'm
us.
saying. The setup was like, oh shit, and then when he said it, it was like, all right, okay, whew. All right, Julian, you didn't go too crazy.
Yeah, nah, he
Yes,
probably the bitches about Randy Moss.
Drew Bledsoe made a funny joke about Randy Moss.
What do you say?
Well, he had told Tom Brady that um he was roasting him, and he goes said, "Oh, look at you, Randy Moss is here." It's like Tom Brady brought his only black receiver, kind of like his only black friend. You know, and then he proceeded to say that Randy came from West Virginia. He was like who liked to go fishing and owned a NASCAR team. And he's like, even your black friends are white.
That's a good one.
I started fucking dying. I'm like, damn, Drew. I was like, holy shit.
That's a
Because
good
if you've seen past roasts, the ones who are not the comedians,
That's
like the personal friends and stuff like that, some of their shit is kind of cringeworthy.
yeah.
It's like, oh, they really tried, but it didn't work. This one actually turned out like the friends and stuff like that, the non-comedians, they were actually funny. Oh well, everybody but Ben Affleck. Um, I don't know what the fuck that was, but
Ben Affleck was there.
yeah. I don't know why. Don't. I'm gonna answer that question now. I have no idea why he was there. Um, but he was, and he did not do well. He did not do well. So, but yeah, if you get a chance to see it, it was pretty good. Um, going back to sports real quick, do we think even though the Nuggets are up 3-2, do we still think the Timberwolves have a good chance of getting through it, or are they kind of done and defeated at this point?
Yeah, look, 3 straight games. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough call. They got to win two. You know, gave
In
up.
Denver, right? Or is it back and forth?
I mean, shit, it don't really matter where your venue is. You still got to win two games. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, you had such a strong start, and you gave them 3 games. Like two, okay, cool, because it's like you go two on the road, two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They win at home, fine, but then it's like they came and won in your place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's over. And they going back to Denver. Yeah, it's over.
Crazy.
Yeah, because
What
two.
about the Knicks? Are they actually legit, or is this a fluke run?
Nah, the Knicks for real. Them boys for real because Jalen Brunson playing with the team he played in college. That man is so comfortable right now. He's so comfortable. That's why he's able to play. Nah, they for real. They're a real deal team. I don't think they fully there yet, but they need like a piece. They got to trade Julius Randle to get something because they play better without him there.
Can you imagine the Knicks and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Well, that's about to happen. So that's going to be that's
Madison Square Garden is going to be a fucking
and
show.
Madison Square Garden and the Boston Garden. They both going to be going up. Both of those. Like it's gonna be some legendary fucking shit. Like you finna see a whole bunch of old school New York motherfuckers, old school Boston motherfuckers, all the old players is gonna be out. Melo gonna
Yeah.
be KG, all of them. fucking they finna bring all the Knicks, John Starks, all that. They finna bring everybody out there. Not Charles Oakley, but they gonna bring everybody else.
What's the
With that bullshit.
the for the West?
Mm.
I've heard a lot of people saying that whoever wins the Nuggets and Wolves series is going to be the one representing the West in the finals.
Right. I don't agree with that because I still think it's the Thunder.
The Thunder, even though they're down.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me see what the fucking split is right now.
I think they're down 3-2. Dallas just took a 3-2 lead yesterday.
Yeah, so they ain't that bad. That's what I said. They ain't, I don't think it's that bad because they're going back and forth, if I'm not mistaken. And then they lost. They lost by 12, which ain't that bad. So I really believe they're gonna
What
say
matchup in the finals would bring in the most revenue?
it again.
What matchup in the finals would bring in the most views and revenue?
Uh, it's gonna probably be Celtics and Mavericks because you got Luka, Kyrie, and then Jason Tatum and all of them. Maybe Bronson and them because it's gonna be like, oh, we ain't seen them and they'll lure them, but they already don't deem Jason Tatum a superstar. So, and then you got to get those other two superstars with Luka and Kyrie. Um, maybe Anthony Edwards and them just because of his explosion, but that's a smaller situation. But I really think our those it's gonna probably be the Celtics and Mavericks are the most revenue.
Celtics Mavericks. Okay.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Celtics, Mavericks, or Celtics. I mean, not Celtics, Mavericks. Or it's Mavericks, Celtics, or Mavericks Knicks.
And
Those are
who?
the places that's gonna give you the most revenue. Of what you talking about?
You say the Nuggets?
Knicks,
Oh,
Knicks,
the Knicks.
New
The
York.
Knicks in Dallas?
Yeah, it's either Knicks in Dallas or Knicks in Boston.
Well, what about Denver?
I mean, uh, not Boston. Oh, fuck, I said it already, but no, because people ain't like it's gonna bring money in because people really they like Jokers and shit, but it's like everybody ain't watching that shit. I'll be real with it. Everybody watching that shit. Everybody was saying that the finals was boring last year because remember it was the Nuggets and the fucking Heat. They said it was boring.
Well, why was it boring? Hey,
Well, because it was more defense and team ball and not like extra fucking splash plays and shit.
well, I mean, then so that's kind of a subjective way of looking at it because
I mean, that's,
I thought the entire series and everything was good.
I
There's
mean,
disciplined basketball fundamentals, things were doing. Again, I think it was just. I think people need to start looking into more than just the flashy. Oh my God! Wow! Highlight plays.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, unless you played basketball to understand the game and you weren't on that fucking wave, or you're a fan of the team like you were a fan of, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Where all you saw was team ball and fundamentals and shit like that, where you understand the game, like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that finals is interesting to you because you saw a lot of fundamentals from what you saw when them motherfuckers was winning 5 rings. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot different. So, but motherfuckers today they want to see shit like what John Morant does and what like Steph does and fucking you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dunks. They want to see a lot of 3-pointers. They don't want to see all the other shit. Like you'll see a lot of crossovers and shit with Kyrie and Luca and a lot of threes and shit. And then with Jason Tatum, it's gonna be low key the same thing. Jalen Brown, this motherfucker dunks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then with Jalen Brunson and them, you just gonna see a lot of crossovers and all that kind of shit too. So that's pretty much that's really all you're gonna get. Like I said, you might with Denver, but outside of that, it's gonna be fundamental ball the whole time.
I think the Wolves and the Celtics would be a good matchup, or the Wolves and the Knicks would be fun to see. But the Wolves gotta pull their head out of their ass, really, to even think that they're gonna get through the Nuggets. Started off strong, but as Kay says, you can't blow your wad too early. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Kay, any announcements, any things that you want to let the world know about as we head out this afternoon?
Yeah, so we got last game of the season for the River City Tigers this Saturday at River City High Schools at 6 p.m. It's against the Mid Valley Wolfpack. I almost forgot their goddamn name. The Mid Valley Wolfpack. It's a big game because they're top seed in our league. Again, not playing, but still supporting my team. So yeah, last game before playoffs start, and we're the number one seed currently. And yeah, also we got Rise of the Tigers episode 2. That'll be coming out on the 21st of May on Life's Canvas on YouTube. It's on YouTube currently. It's going to eventually go on Tubi, but as of right now, it's on YouTube. So Life's Canvas with a K, not a C. And make sure you put Rise of the Tigers or Rise of the Tigers Canvas or Life's Canvas Rise of the Tigers, just so you can find it. Or you can go to the Instagram page and it's in the bio. No, not like how the Instagram models and stuff like that say they got an OnlyFans. There's no OnlyFans. No, not at all. Not an OnlyFans. No, just Instagram information and YouTube page information business.
Hell yeah. Once again, appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. In a little bit, stay here with the Predator Bros Productions YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share, be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know the All Pro JAFFOs to get everything sports. Might as well come here because they take all of our ideas anyway, and all of our conversation and talking points to begin with. So you might as well get it from the source. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Stay here with the YouTube channel. In about an hour or so, we'll be having episode 2 of the PvP, the Predator Bros podcast. We appreciate you guys hanging out with the All Pro JAFFOs. Once again, highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.